If you really want to hear from God, he needs to know that he can trust you. What do I mean by that? Meaning you are a son of God, daughter of God first. That's your first identity. Before you get into wife, husband, white, Democrat, or whatever. I mean, so many believers who are black before they're daughters of God or sons of God, who are white, black, blue, Asian, whatever before then. They a Delta or AKA before they're a daughter or son of God. They're everything else first. Then you get down to, I also go to church. This is why you can't hear, because you really don't understand where your help comes from. You might as well just be thrown out to the sea with the rest of the world while they're trying to figure it out and get ate up, right? You have to be a son or daughter of God first. That way you can hear clearly. If not, you will not be able to hear God past your biases because you don't have the mind of Christ. I had to learn how to have a mind of Christ before an African American mind. I had to learn how to have a mind of Christ before an Atlanta girl, mind. I had to learn how to have the mind of Christ before any sort of political leanings, before being a Democrat, before being a Republican. Do you have the mind of Christ or do you have the mind of a Republican? Do you have the mind of Christ or do you have the mind of a Democrat? And just put whatever ism and whatever sector you belong to. There's nothing wrong with any of that stuff, as long as you have the mind of Christ first. Because if not, everything that you hear will be diluted and biased. You're hearing with your political mind. You're hearing with your cultural mind. And what you hear will always be off, or you'll just hear nothing. No one wants to talk about that, but it's true.